Hello everyone, welcome back to another pick a card reading. If you are returning and if you are new, thank you for trusting your own intuition to lead you here. This is Cosmic Connections, a place for you to awaken your own inner knowings and magic. And I am Carissa, a clear conduit and channel for divine light, love, wisdom, and healing. If you have clicked on this video, you are interested in learning about where the timeline you are currently on is jumping toward and what that reality is going to look like. I woke up this morning with the inspiration and the idea from Spirit of Light to do this reading and to create this pick a card based off of where we are headed, because we are in a transitional period where we will soon be seeing a completely new full-fledged reality coming into fruition for us. So we have our cards here. This is the Alchemy Elementals by Shaman Durek deck, and if you are interested in checking out his channel, I will link it below, as well as this deck. So the first card that we have is Sky, Snow, Sun, and you have the Horseshoe charm. And for group number 2, your charm says you are meant to travel. It's a bottle cap. And your card is Land, Cave, Star. And for group number 3, you have the charm that is resembling movement. I'm going to just leave it at that. We will discuss more of it in your actual reading. It says the crossings, and this is a charm that I received when I moved into my new place. And your card is Sky, Rainbow, Sun. So without further ado, just choose the card and or charm you are drawn to, and you will find the timestamp to jump ahead to your reading in the description below and or the pinned comment. Thank you so much for being here, and you will see me in your reading. Hello group 1, welcome to your timeline jumping pick a card reading. The initial card that you have chose is the Sky, Snow, Sun card, and you have your Horseshoe charm, which obviously typically indicates luck. And so I am feeling that this new era ahead for you, this new period of time, is going to be fairly lucky. You're going to have a streak of luck where things are just working out for you. And I have to say that your Sky, Snow, Sun card is indicating, it's giving me a lot of the movie Frozen, the kids movie Frozen, that kind of energy where you have broken past mental barriers and thought processes that maybe you thought you never would, and you would never be able to release yourself from. And so I can feel and I can see with this ice on the edges of the card, but the center, the focus of the card being the warmth from this light or sun, I can see that your mind has cleared the path for you to receive this luck of abundance, this streak of luck. It's been something within your mind that has shifted in your dedication to unconditional love in the purity of your heart rather than what your mental processes may tell you in the moment. It's been your dedication to this that has uplifted your spirit, cleared the fog, melted the ice, unfrozen your heart and mind. So you have become unfrozen in some way. And so once you do this mentally and energetically, that's when your outer world can unfreeze and become unstuck. So you may also be or have been in a position where something feels stuck or something isn't moving or something that you desire isn't happening or hasn't happened yet. And so this card is indicating that the warmth comes from within. So you are kind of like the fire starter, I'm hearing. I'm also drawn to the number 42, 4 and 2, also 6, creating harmony and abundance. You are the fire starter that is bringing this new timeline into reality. So now that we've covered that, let's get some tarot pulled and see what this timeline is going to entail for you. You may be calling in many different forms of abundance. You may be calling in material, romantic, friendships. You may be calling in abundance in a form of finances and physical manifestations coming into fruition. You may be calling in intuitive downloads or a strengthened intuition or developing your gifts further. We will find out what it is going to look like for you. I do really feel an emphasis on, okay, these cards are pretty clear and popping out, on this being something that you did for yourself, like something that you made a decision for yourself to, I'm kind of like feeling turn the other cheek in a sense, or to just really, that means to turn the other cheek really just means to look at the bright side and look at the positive and stop focusing so much on the negative. Okay, so now that we understand kind of how you got to this timeline, let's figure out what it's going to look like. Okay, so we have the Emperor. I'm hearing flip it. Okay, so position of, there's law and order, and I'm hearing position of power. So, and I also heard the word spiritual. So you may be in the more spiritual category, or you may be opening up your mind and eyes and heart to the idea of spiritualism. The Six of Wands. And that is this is the card that I was thinking of when it was really random and weird because this doesn't usually happen, but when I said 42, 4 and 2, and then 4 plus 2 is 6, Six of Wands is actually what I thought of when I believe I said abundance and balance or harmony or something like that. And when I said that, that's what I was thinking of. So the Six of Wands, we've got victory, glory, triumph. So you're definitely moving into a period and an era of your life where things, like I said, this lucky horseshoe, things are really working out. And I'm hearing like things are working out swiftly with a lot of flow and momentum. So it's going to be a quick movement in which these things kind of play out. Six of Pentacles, we are reversing this one. Give, receive, family. So Six of Wands and Six of Pentacles are two of my favorite cards to get, especially from this deck, in a reading. You may be drawn to rainbows, or you may be seeing rainbows a lot. So if you are, I am inclined to say that because of this here. I just did a reading and posted that. I will link it below, a rainbow reading, and I'll just leave it at that. If you are inclined or called, or you feel a tingle in your heart or chills or anything when I say that, then that is an indication from your higher self to definitely watch that reading. But Six of Pentacles, you're going to seriously be creating, you are creating with the Six of Wands and Emperor. This is something that you have created, whether it be something that like it's a project that you are putting out into the world, or it just be something that because of your mental state that you're in, this is allowed to be created and come in to full form fruition. Whichever, it's going to be very fruitful for you. I'm seeing a lot of abundance in whatever manner that you would need or desire or want to call in, but I want to get a little bit more specific on what that's going to look like. The Star card. Okay, this got a little bit deeper and more intense just now. Let's just pull these other cards. We've got the Five of Swords reversed, and we're keeping that reversed. Okay. And the Sun. And we keep this? Okay. Wow, this is an amazing card pull. Let me actually just pull these down here so you can see them until we pull some more cards. So a lot of sunshine, a lot of vibrancy, a lot of flow and momentum and quicker movement, and a lot of success. You, with the Star card and the Six of Wands, you may be doing something public. So whatever you cleared with your mind and whatever you, however you chose to dedicate to the positivity of life, this is going to put you in a major position of being in demand. Not only in demand, people demand, not demanding of you, but people are wanting what you are selling, what you're offering. Now, whether you are putting something out into the world or whether you are just going out into the world and being and creating. So you may be, there's two things here. You may be calling in like material things, like you may want a new job, or you may want a new house or a new car, or you may want something like that. Or you may be putting something out into the world, that you're sharing information or talents or gifts that you have. You are sharing this with the world, and you're going to be received like people are viewing you like a beautiful rainbow. And that's what I meant by demand. Like, you are in high demand because you are so attractive and seen as this beautiful star rainbow, guiding light, inspiration, faith, hope, and miracles, infinite energy. So as you step into this new timeline, you're going to have so much more inspiration and energy and faith, like full-fledged faith, believing in yourself moving forward. And this is going to put you in this position, and not only feeling an emotion, but position of being radiating light, life force energy, like the sun. We've got light, life, energy. So you're going to be, this new timeline is going to be I'm seeing a lot of bright, a lot of sunshine, a lot of energy. It's like it's like this. So this was what your focus was on the frozen ice in the darkness, in the abyss of the unknown. But like, kind of like the abyss, I'm hearing like tunnel vision, going down the rabbit hole kind of abyss. Not like the positive, inspiring into the unknown, frozen. But as you center and focus, the center and focus of your vision becomes more of this bright, positive, pure, divine light. And you see less of the abyss and more of just the bright light. And so that's what is coming towards you, is sunshine, emotional sunshine, fulfillment and joy, and you shining in the world. This period of time with the Five of Swords, where we've got upheaval, conflict, loss, that's this abyss, this frozen water, this scary abyss. That's this period of time. So when I have a card like this that talks about the past, just as a reminder of where you've been but not there anymore, I kind of like to just leave it to the side here as just a slight reminder, but so that it's not in the focus of the reading. So with that being said, let's put this one here. Do it like this. Let me just rearrange these real quick. So I really do feel like you are going to be a shining star and a shining light, and apparently the birds agree. I kept the window cracked open just a little bit so that we could hear the beginnings of spring and the signs that it is coming and it is here. So let's see. This is the Indigo Angel Oracle. We'll see what the angels would like to bring forth for you. It looks like a lot of abundance and prosperity and a lot of success. Okay, a lot of success and public recognition for who you are or whatever you're doing in the world. I really feel like you're putting something out though into the world, and it's like, it's very attractive. Like, okay, so with the horseshoe and the idea of luck, I am feeling called for some reason to point out that I did a diamond star, a diamond soul reading. It's kind of about having the soul of a diamond and being pressurized into a diamond. So if you're feeling like you would like a little bit more healing pertaining to this dark abyss and the mental things that you kind of have put an end to and chosen consciously to leave behind, if you would like a little bit more information on why that was going on, why there was so much pressure, I will tag my diamond star soul reading below. So from the angels, now we have believe in yourself, which I feel like you already do. I feel like maybe you have gone through a period of time where you kind of had to build that faith in yourself up, but I feel like this is confirmation to just keep believing in yourself, because that's going to be the major key that gets you to where you want, gets you to the timeline that you desire. Allow love. And Mother Mary. Okay, so wow, with Mother Mary and allow love coming in, you are definitely sharing something with the world, and it doesn't have to be like a project. This could be yourself that you're sharing with the world. And so this is going to allow, when you allow yourself to radiate the love that resides within your heart, this is going to allow all of the divine connections that you're looking for to come in. So I am now feeling that you may be calling in a twin flame. So if that is the case, Mother Mary and Jesus Christ are believed to be twin flames with each other. And so that is where I'm getting with the Allow Love card. You may also be calling in a family connection, whether that be a family that you physically create or that you find and create. You may be calling in a partner, a romantic, harmonious, loving relationship. You may be calling in the mutually beneficial, harmonious, and loving friendships. And you may also be calling in a twin flame relationship, which is a little bit more intense than just a soul partner or like a soulmate. So that is all of the things that are kind of in play right now, but we are going to use some more angel cards and the angel wisdom cards and see what else would like to come through, because I do feel a lot of angelic energy present, whether that be guidance or protection. You do have a lot of angels around you. Okay, actually these three together, which doesn't usually happen. Also, a lot of throat chakra clearing I'm noticing within myself. So you may be doing something with your voice, whether that be being a star, sharing, your voice. You could do a podcast, a YouTube channel. You could be a musician. You could be an actor. Really anything. But you may be clearing some debris in the throat chakra, thinking of that abyss here, right now, currently. So release, let go and focus on what is positive and uplifting. Okay, let's put this here. Archangel Raphael. Raphael helps you heal in mind, body, and spirit. So now a lot of healing energy is coming into play. Distractions. Control your thoughts and actions to help you stay focused. Okay, so for just some people, there's a little bit of a reminder to just not go back into this. This is just a quick reminder, but not go back into this abyss. To not fall back into this darkness and to just focus on this light. And they don't want me to talk too much on that, but there are just a few people here that needed to be reminded that it is your mental positivity, your positive mental state that is getting you closer and closer every single day to this new timeline. So if you want to jump onto this new timeline, it is going to be within yourself to keep releasing, keep letting go of this stuff that keeps you held down. If it's a continuous intrusive thought, like, I can never do this because of that reason. If it keeps coming up, just seriously, at this point, it's time to start telling yourself something different in place of that thought. So you could just be like, and start simple. Don't start with, oh, I can do anything and this is definitely possible for me and it's going to happen next week. That's way too specific and puts way too much pressure on this thing. But if you can say anything is possible, we've flown to the moon, who would have thought in the 50s we would be working towards flying to the moon in the 60s, So let's just keep positive thoughts about the fact that really truly anything is possible, and that's just where they want to leave it. Don't get distracted with these intrusive thoughts that defocus your mind from this star energy, this sun energy, receiving this family or this love or this recognition or this abundance that you've been so longingly waiting for, so patiently. Stepping into this power of being in this position where you're in control of your life and you make the decisions. And people even look to you for assistance or for guidance or for love and healing. And this all moves, public recognition again. So whether it be like fame, that's very broad, or YouTube fame, where you are known on YouTube, or even just recognition within your family, within your friends, of getting to this state and jumping into this timeline. But it's looking like abundance and luck and flow and movement is really what is coming for you next. So now I've got some unicorn, Oracle of the Unicorns, to close off your reading and kind of just confirm what we've been talking about and bring up any other elements of knowledge, wisdom, magic, or healing, or just information that your light team would like to bring forth for you. Okay, what's that one? I do feel like this period of time is going to be extremely prosperous for you. It's a little specific to each person, obviously, but it's looking like recognition, love, unconditional love, and financial or material abundance, whatever you could desire and need right now. Flow, this is what we've been talking about. Find an easier path forward, surrender the outcome, release your expectations. So this card is just signifying, confirming that this period of time is going to be very flow-like. It's going to move, and I placed it over the Six of Wands, which always makes me feel like quick movement. With this deck, for some reason, it always just makes me feel like things are going to move quicker. But things are going to move quick, but it's not going to be hectic. It's just going to all play out step by step perfectly in divine timing for how it would be best for you and your desired timeline. Trust, leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward, believe you will fly. This is like exactly what this reading is about, is leaping into the unknown, leaping into that new timeline and trusting that it is possible there for you. It's there for you, it's possible, and you can actually achieve this and have this. You can have this family, you can have this abundance, you can have this healing, you can have this mental clarity, you can have this divine connection. Leadership. Step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. This is tying into the Emperor card, especially with this green. It's very similar green here. You truly are going to be in a position where you don't have to rely on anybody else. You can just look to yourself and your material, your finances, your resources are going to take care of yourself and more and beyond, I'm hearing. And last we have awareness. Live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. So I think I might pull one more card because they kind of ended it on a weird-ish kind of note. So I think they're indicating they want me to pull one more card. But this awareness card is actually just coming through to further confirm this distractions. It's why I placed it over this card. It's encouraging you to live in the moment a little bit more rather than to be so focused on these mental distractions that may come in. So it's almost like put your awareness on the magic of life and the things that are positive and the things that are good that you can tell yourself, whether they be true or not, whether they be here and present and real in fruition in full form or not. If you want to have a family, for example, then focus on the energy of having a family rather than the intrusive thoughts that may come through telling you that it's not possible for you. And that's just one simple example. But yes, they want your focus to be on this light here that you are rather than on anything else that the outside world could be telling you. So let's just get one more card to finish this off. Let's pull a inspirational card from the Oracle of the Fairies. But you do have loving, harmonious relationships coming in and physical, material abundance coming in for you. And this is coming quick. And actually we might get more than one card. And you are going to be in this powerful position, this position of one second. This position of just being and knowing and doing and receiving and achieving, and it's just like all here for you. It's like this is the person that everybody would ask or go to or need assistance from in a time where, in a time of really anything, if they're not doing well, if they need assistance, if they need help, if they need advice, but also like you go to yourself now. You just go to yourself. You don't need any outside sources to tell you who you're going to be, how you're going to get there. You just know. It's like you have the power within your mind, and then that starts flowing and is created into your outside world in this next era as you jump this timeline. New beginnings. See, the fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So this card, real quick, it does indicate if you have something specific like a project or even a family that you're trying to create or something very special to you that is important, keep it a little bit protected in the manner of keeping it quiet, keeping it a little bit of a secret for the time being until it comes into full fruition form. But really this card is indicating this, you are ready to step onto this new chapter. You're ready to timeline jump into this new reality that you have been creating for yourself. And this is just signifying that the new beginning is starting probably pretty soon after you finish this reading. That's probably why you were attracted to this reading. So it is beginning very soon and with a lot of flow, a lot of quick movement towards what you desire. Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you are wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So this is just going along with the awareness card, is to just keep your awareness on the things that uplift you and keep you happy. But also, you are being guided, whatever you are doing, whether it be something that you are drawing in and attracting, like a family or material or wealth or abundance in any form, prosperity, or if it is something that you are going out into the world or into the social internet world and expressing yourself, sharing your wisdom. Like for example, this tarot channel, it's a lot of other things other than just tarot, but this channel of Cosmic Connections could be an example of me being out in the world, sharing my wisdom with people. So this is just confirmation to keep going and to keep sharing whatever it is that you're doing, whether it be yourself and meeting the family you're looking for or meeting the friends you're looking for, but just keep sharing who you are and your wisdoms with the world. And as you do this, you really you take your throne. You get to take your throne and sit down in your position of power and comfort and stability, knowing that everything is coming just as it is intended to. And this will flow so quickly for you. With public recognition, whether that be fame and fortune or your friends and family, your inner circle, seeing you succeed and seeing you for who you are, with this crown on your head, sitting on your throne, shining just like the star, shining just like the star in the sun. So you have a lot of bright, positive, pure, divine energy coming towards you, and you will be sharing this with your outside world in this next timeline of yours. You will be sharing your love, your light, your talents, your wisdoms, and you will be received. You will be received with abundance and love and support and kindness. This is what is coming for you. So thank you very much, Group 1. You have that lucky streak of luck coming towards you, kind of supporting you behind. Your energetic essence is just kind of pushing you delicately towards this desired reality. So I wish you the best. If this resonated at all, please like, subscribe, and or comment so that we can continue to grow the channel and get this video out to the other soul family members that it is intended for. If you would like, you can book a personal Reiki healing session, a personal tarot reading, and or check out my spiritual shop with cosmic meditation, crystal candles, and so many other spiritual tools that will help you and assist you along your journey. Thank you so much, Group Number 1. It was a pleasure and honor to read for you, and you will see me in the next one. Goodbye. Hello, Group Number 2. Welcome to your timeline jumping pick a card reading. The first card that you have chosen is the Land Cave Star card. There's a few things I want to say before we get pulling. So your light team wants me to come through and tell you amazing job. You have been through the trenches and the darkness of your soul, dark night of your soul. You have delved into the depths of every part of your being, your mental, your physical, your emotional, your psychological processes, your spiritual. And you have continued to find the light through the darkness in the cave into the magical abyss. You have maybe had periods of time where you were doing just that, looking into the abyss, and, well, I guess I'll explain that later, but just a side note, you may be drawn to group 1 if you were. This is just a confirmation to go there after the reading. Not going to elaborate too much on that though. So you are looking, not only have you been in a period of time where you were looking into the dark abyss of nothingness, but you have found the light and followed your own personal light into the abyss of magic here and stepped away from the darkness into finding your purity of heart. So I did see clouds when I was connecting with your energy before this reading. I was tune in with your light team and connect and just make myself an open, clear channel for any messages of light they would like to send forth to you. So I saw clouds when I was doing that. And so I was feeling like this may be the intuition, further developing your gifts group. So if you are interested in spirituality and being psychic and things like that, and you want to learn more about that, this is the perfect reading for you. This is the timeline that you're jumping into. But if you are also looking for the kind of physical material in this world, touch it, taste it, see it, feel it, kind of timeline reality that you're jumping into, you may be drawn to group 1. I haven't done group 3 yet, so I'm not sure, but definitely group 1 if you're looking for more physical what's coming in. But I believe this reading, what I'm feeling so far, is going to be about your psychic abilities and your spirituality. And so I'm seeing this charm, this bottle cap, you are meant to travel. So this may change and shift into a reading where you actually are traveling. Maybe you're moving house, maybe you're exploring and you're just traveling the world and seeing it for its beauty in full form. But also this could be a mental travel. So you may be learning to, or you may be tapping into your gifts, being able to like astral travel or to pick up on people's energy through meditation or just through your day-to-day life. Maybe you're tuning into your gifts in that way. But it could be a form of travel through your mental state as well. It doesn't have to be physical. And the last thing that I'm going to say before we pull some cards is we've got the 6 and we've got the 7. So the 6 is indicating some harmony. I'm feeling a little bit of movement. And the 7 is indicating luck. And so I had a little bit of an interruption. But what I was saying was I'm seeing a lot of harmony with this number 6. And I'm seeing a lot of luck with this number 7. And the charm for group number 1 was the horseshoe of lucky horseshoe. So just a side note, if you were called, I think I'm just being inspired and guided by your light team to guide you towards group number 1 if you are called only. So now we're going to get into the tarot cards. This is the Wandering Star Tarot. Kind of just seeing what this new timeline is going to look like. Maybe how it's going to happen, but really what it's going to look like is what our main focus is going to be on. Yes. Okay. Top. Both. Okay. And I am drawn back to those clouds again that I saw when I was connecting with your energy. And as I connected with your energy, before when I had the interruption and then I jumped back on before I did that, I connected with your energy, of course, and I saw those clouds again. So there's something about like the mind or like that traveling in the mind or like a floaty, calming energy. The Emperor was also the first card actually in this position that I drew for group 1. So I don't want to plug it too much, but it's clear that group 1 is prevalent to you. So you may want to check that out at this point. Okay, I just adjusted to turn my camera flash back on. So we've got the Emperor, the Moon. And let me actually read you your keywords as well. We've got for the Emperor, law and order. For the Moon, we have shadow, dreams, intuition. 7 of Swords. Okay, so theft, dishonesty. So already I can see that this is an intuitive, spiritual group. And this process of activating, opening up your intuition may have felt like this. It may have felt like having a bunch of swords kind of placed towards you, towards your head. Mental confusion. But the thing is about it is that when you started to look inward, and if you haven't done this already, then this is what is coming ahead. The end of this confusion and this pain. As you look inward, you notice right here that you're holding the golden ring. And so this is calling me and drawing me to my golden ticket, golden egg reading. I will link below if that sparks anything within you, or if you feel chills, or if you feel a little sensation in your chest. When you heard golden egg, golden ticket, you have the golden ticket, then you are being called towards that reading, maybe after this one, to watch, inspired towards it. But you hold the treasure, you hold the magic key, you hold the token that is needed to step into this reality as you look inward. And then once you do, you will be in this position of power and stability, sitting on your throne. 7 of Wands, challenge and courage. So 7 of Wands and 7 of Swords. This hasn't been an easy process for you. I think that you may have gone through, with developing your spirituality, you may have gone through a lot of dark night of the soul, or darkness being placed upon you, or a psychic attack, or just confusion in deciphering these different energies from yourself, your higher self. Deciphering these different, if you're a clairaudient, which is where you hear spirit, deciphering where that's coming from, if it is true and resonates with you, and if you should keep it or take it. I can see and feel and sense that there's been a little bit of fear when it comes to opening up your intuition and activating your gifts that you hold within your soul. 10 of Swords reversed though. So closure, endings. So this is coming to an end. We're keeping this reversed. This is coming to an end, this fear. And I'm hearing oppression. So you may have oppressed and suppressed you may have felt oppressed by suppressing your own intuition. So you may have been taught to not follow it. But moving forward, you are ending this chapter, but it's not going to be so painful. It's not going to have daggers in your eyes and your skull. It's going to just flourish. You are going to flourish. You're going to rise, I'm hearing, and bloom like a flower. So when we have an energy that we are not necessarily going to keep in our field anymore, I like to put those cards, actually we're going to just keep these here for a minute, but I like to put those to the side. And with this heavy emphasis on the swords, on the mental, in the head, in the brain, the third eye is emphasized here. We're going to keep this card to the side as just a reminder that that's the energy you were in, but you are coming out of it and you are blooming into this beautiful rose right here. The Creator. This is the no card. So this is not saying that what you desire is not going to come true. It is actually saying that you create your own reality with your mind, and they are encouraging you to say no to the things that do not serve you any longer. So if there's any other part of your mental state that is fearful or doubting or in a lack state when it comes to your gifts and your abilities and your psychic intuition, they're asking you to put that down and to step into this role. Find that power, find your lightning bolt, and be the creator of your reality and tune into your intuition. There's a lot of intuitive energy here. Wow. Okay, I'm hearing flip it. You got the 2 of this deck. There are 2 bonus cards. You got the 2 bonus cards. So there's already a lot of magic here, already a lot of strong intuition. And the Mother Star is the card, the yes card right here, it says. So if you can see that, this is indicating that you are ready to receive, fully protected, with one hand with protection and one hand ready to receive. That's an equal balance because it shows that you're not just ready to take anything. You are conscious within your mind and your soul and your spirit. You're conscious of what you need to protect yourself from, what energies you don't need to receive and have come into your life, and what you do. So you are stepping into a period of time of really developing your psychic gifts and being a light for the world to see, being like a lighthouse for the world to see in all of its darkness. So now, with that being said, let's get some messages of inspiration from the fairies, the Oracle of the Fairies, and explore what is this intuitive gift, what is this timeline jump into this intuition era going to look like for you. That's what I heard, is intuition era. And I did see, I think it was this one, the nature signs card. So because I saw it when I was shuffling, and then because I actually was able to just grab it and that was the right card, this is exactly what we're talking about. This is my card from this deck, Oracle of the Fairies, that indicates looking to nature. So if you are wanting to open up your psychic gifts, but you are a little bit fearful or just unsure of how to even do this, start in nature. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. So when this card pops up, it is telling you that you are gifted, you have psychic abilities, and you are being, as you can hear the birds outside. I kept the window open so we could hear the spring energies surfacing and encouraging us to move forward and jump onto this new timeline. But you are being encouraged to be outside as spring arises if you're in the northern hemisphere. Be outside and take note of the signs. If you see certain animals or certain bugs, or if you see certain feathers or leaves or trees, use this as an opportunity to connect with your intuition. So before you jump to Google and look up what the birch tree means or what the raven feather stands for, try to hold the object or look at the object in your hand. Try to hold it in your hand or look at the object and intuitively decipher what messages you receive from that. And then you can go forth and look up what the meaning is online and kind of make the connection between the two. But you're being guided to open up your intuition, and you do this, it always begins in nature. It always begins by calling on or thanking or appreciating the wind spirits, the sunlight spirits, the nature spirits, all of the energies that are outside. That's how you deeply connect to your intuition, to where you can be, you can find things that you have lost. You can meet people you have been blocked in being able to find and meet. You can make connections you've been looking to make by strengthening your intuition so that you know which road to take, which path to take along your journey of life. So let's get a couple more fairy messages. Definitely the pile of intuition though, and opening up your gifts and activating. And so if you are interested in that, I recommend subscribing to the channel, especially if this is resonating, because this is a lot of the things that I talk about, as well as I'm going to even delve deeper into in the future. Divination. Okay. And we could end it here almost. No, not really, but embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. So this, combined with the nature signs card, is indicating, yes, of course, you have been interested in tapping into, I'm hearing, your witchy abilities, your psychic gifts, your light worker talents, and healing abilities. You have been encouraged and very interested in opening your mind to these things. And I think that they're encouraging you to, even if you already partake in any of this energy work or divination, co-creation with the earth, they are encouraging you to actually do this out in nature a little bit more. You may find more quote unquote success or more of what you're looking for in the outcome if you attempt to do these things out in nature. But if you are not doing this already, you are being strongly called to start. It feels almost weird for me to be saying it, even though I talk about this in the channel, and I will be talking about this a lot more actually, but I know there are some people that aren't super open to this, but you are being encouraged, called towards your inner fire, which is your intuition. So if you don't already do energy work, then, or divination, co-creation with the universe, I highly encourage you to do a simple There are a lot of books out there. It doesn't have to be quote unquote witchcraft. You don't have to label it as that, but just intentional spell work or intentional co-creation with the universe. So what I mean is you can do something that comes to you naturally. But honestly, something simple that you can start with if you have not been doing any divination work but you're open to it is just lighting a candle, being in a room that's dark, lighting a candle, and calling on the energy of the fire spirits. Seeing with your hands, putting your hands over the fire, seeing if you can manipulate the way the flame moves, and kind of just connecting with your light team through this. I think that they want you to ease into this, so they're not giving me any super specific methods like a cord cutting ceremony or anything like that. They're more or less wanting you to just get, somebody is outside. They're more or less just wanting you to get comfortable with this idea of doing these things. So I'm feeling like a lot of you are, your timeline that you're jumping onto is, I'm not gonna label it as being a witch, okay? But definitely opening up your co-creative abilities with the universe and your psychic gifts that you came here already instilled into you. You're now ready to activate those. You're now ready to activate and move forward. And there's a heavy emphasis on letting go of the past and the things that harmed you and made you fearful of this, and embracing the protection that nature provides for you when you do this divination. And wisdom. This card actually came up in group 1 as well. So another little note, if you are called to group 1, you are heavily being called to it if there is a resonation. So wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're being wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So if you are feeling a little resistant or blocked when it comes to beginning and embarking on this, I really would just start simple with a meditation and a candle and just seeing what ideas spark from you, from your light team, from your higher self, what ideas come through. If you are looking to just open up your intuition, it's going to begin with the small things, with meditation and being out in nature and just connecting with your spirit team. You may be being guided to open up your eyes and mind and heart to the idea of having a spirit team. If this is new to you or foreign, you may be just being guided to kind of look into this, what it is. It's really just entities and energies of light that protect, guide, assist you, and love you unconditionally through this journey of life to get you to hopefully guide you towards and get you on the path of your greatest happiness, really, your highest timeline. And that's what this reading is all about. So now we're going to do some angel cards. This is the Indigo Oracle. So any of your entities and specifically your angels of light, whatever messages they would like to bring forth, I am open to receiving now for group number 2. But it looks like your intuition is going to be on fire, and where I'm seeing, on fire. Your intuition is going to be lit up and on fire. And so this reading is just preparing you for that so that you're not surprised if you're not aware now, so that it's not shocking and scary and overwhelming for you. You are understood. Okay, so this card, I was getting the cards, I was grabbing a deck and I knocked this card off of, and I was going to keep it for the reading, but I was like, if it comes back in the reading, then it was meant to be, and it was meant to be. You are understood. So this may have been a really confusing process for you. You may not have always felt understood, or by especially humans and others, here on Earth, but you're always understood and cared for and appreciated and taken care of by your light team. They are always here and guiding you every second of the day, whether you feel or see them or not. And so this is also, this message for you, group 2, is just a message of confirmation that you are on the right path and you're not crazy. And all of these, if you're seeing or feeling or hearing intuitions, you're not crazy. It's just going to be within you, upon you, to decipher what is you, what is an outside source, what is darkness, what is light. Because when you do your divination, co-creation with the earth, you always want to connect, set the intention before you do anything to connect with only energies and entities of light. That's always the first thing that I do when I do any readings, or if I do any spell work or anything like that. I always make sure that I connect with the energies of light, so that that confusion, so that you're protected, and that confusion cannot affect you. And I just posted a good morning meditation that is for energy work, grounding, and a boost of energy to start your day. And I'm feeling called to just say that here. You may want to check that out and listen to that every morning, because it may help you and in the process of developing your intuition, in kind of finding clarity and flow and protection when it comes to these acts that you may perform. Love yourself. And Archangel Metatron. So let's place these just here for now. So Archangel Metatron is coming through to emphasize that you, I'm hearing, are strong. And you can do this, and you have the ability to make connections. That's where this "you are meant to travel" is coming through. I see. So this was always about the mental. You are meant to travel. You may travel in your next timeline. You may experience that, that's for sure. But this is not the focus of the reading. You are meant to travel. It's almost like all of these lines within the hexagon and these triangles, all of these lines kind of like radiate. I'm seeing it like radiating out. And you're making all of the connections with all of the entities of light that you're looking to work with. So if you want to start working with your angels, or you want to start working with your spirit guides, you have the ability. Archangel Metatron is coming in to show you are protected with these animals here and his angelic wings, to expand your mind out and share and connect with your light team or your angels, or to share your wisdom and the intuitions you have received. You are safe to share these with the world. But I am really feeling that this is an emphasis on making a conscious choice to expand those psychic connections. And so you're going to do this through being in nature and through meditation, and doing your spell work, your divination, your co-creation with the earth, whatever it is. That's how you're going to continue to expand your intuition and to develop gifts further. So you may already be clairaudient or clairvoyant or clairsentient, any of the clairs you may already be, but you may be developing that further, or you may be developing more clairs, which clair means clear, and the other half of the word has another meaning. So for clairvoyant, it means clear vision, so clear seeing. That's when a psychic can see the future, quote unquote. And so you're just being encouraged lightly, to gently love yourself through this process, because sometimes it gets hectic, sometimes it gets confusing and hard, but you are clearly protected. Archangel Metatron is coming in to show you that you are protected and guided to keep moving forward and keep kind of taking steps to make these connections and bring them into fruition. So now we're going to pull some more angel cards and then some Oracle of the Unicorns. This is the Angel Wisdom. Let's get a little bit more of a clarifier on these Love Yourself and Archangel Metatron, so that we can explain a little bit more of this energy. Shuffle again, they're saying. There really is an emphasis, though, on you finding your light through this dark cave, and finding your magic, which is what this divination is your intuition is your magic, actually. I'm just gonna pull the unicorn cards now. This is the Oracle of the Unicorns. These cards hold a lot of properties of magic, so it's perfect pertaining to what we were just saying. Okay. And then I would like to just pull these in order, flip them in order. Heaven's messages. Your loved ones in heaven want you to know that they are safe, protected, and reunited with family and friends. So you may be looking to connect with your past loved ones. There's two kind of parts of this message. You may be looking to do this divination work because maybe you have lost somebody that you deeply care about. And I am very sorry for that. And so you may be looking to connect with them. And maybe you're wanting to do this yourself instead of through a medium or a psychic. So the first half of this is that they understand that this is why you want to do this, but they want you to know that you don't have to put pressure on yourself to do this. It doesn't have to be something that takes a toll on you, I'm hearing. They want this to be something that is inspiring and fun, connecting, with your entities of light, with your past loved ones. But to not force this just because you want to connect, it may not happen the very first time. It takes practice, it takes development, it takes you having time in nature and in life to be able to pick up on the signs and the cues that they may send you, because they're not going to just show their face typically. Some people are capable of that, but when you're starting, which it feels like this is the beginning, if you're already doing divination already or psychic acts, then you may be starting to want to connect with past loved ones, or maybe you want to do this to assist other people. Maybe this is your gift, that you want to be able to connect with the people that have passed on, to deliver messages to people that are still here on earth, messages of love and of light. That's very beautiful, and this got a little bit deep here, but that's really amazing. If that's what you're wanting to do, either way, whether it's for yourself or for others, it's still very beautiful, and you are encouraged to do so. To just remember that it may take some time. It may take some development of your psychic gifts and learning what signs resonate with you and what they mean for you, and how you can interpret them as signs from the divine or from your loved ones. So that is why that came through. And then there's also this side note that in heaven, in the afterlife, your light team, your guides, your angels, all of the entities and energies of divinity that assist you on your journey are here. So they're supporting you in this, whether it's connecting with someone that's passed on or not, whether it's just kind of like the witchy spiritual divination work where you're trying to manifest or create or remove, protect something from your energy. You're just being guided to know that you are understood and you're trusted and you are safe in this process. And this is not going to lead to any of this, so long as you keep blooming, you keep watering your flowers, your roses. Take charge. Leadership and self-discipline are required to take control of your life. So that's what kind of I was talking about just now, was take charge and be very, we're going to put like this take charge over the skull so that all you see are the roses. Take charge and be very specific and conscious and aware of what you're allowing into your mind. So if you start connecting and you feel darkness or fear, disconnect and just try again at a different time. You are very, very psychically gifted, and so they're really emphasizing on like the protection from anything that may make you feel scared or down or dense or anything. So you've either already experienced some of that and they're acknowledging that and giving you love and support through this message in the fact of knowing that you've been through that, or they are encouraging you to be aware of this so that you don't go down this like dark rabbit hole again. Possibility. Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. Let's flip the rest of these, or I guess this other one. Sanctuary. Take time out from the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on a retreat. So let's start with this one. This is perfect, and it's signifying that meditation and time out. So time's out, like taking breaks, are necessary. Because if you overload your mental processes trying to develop your psychic gifts, you're going to potentially create like almost like a psychic attack on yourself. Because so you can't grow a baby in the womb in a day. That's impossible. It would come out incorrect, is what I'm hearing. So you have to allow it those 9 months to grow. So that's what this is moving forward, saying that yes, you want to be able to connect with these people, these loved ones that have passed on for your purposes or to help others, or you want to connect with your angels or your guides, or maybe you want to connect with the Starseeds, the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, someone specific like that. And so it's so possible. The possibility is right there as you leap into your new timeline. This is what this unicorn is doing, leaping into the new timeline. It's so possible for you. Just raise your standards, keep your mental standards high, focusing on the flowers and not the swords, taking charge of your mental state. And taking pauses and breaks is going to be essential to bring this into fruition. I know that from experience. The more time that you can spend alone, the more time you will be able to connect with these energies and entities. But sometimes we aren't encouraged to be alone and meditate and look inward. And so, unfortunately, not really unfortunately, but you may not want to hear it's time to meditate. But if you want to develop your skills, this is what your light team is guiding you towards. But the possibility, the potential is so there. You're just stepping into that new timeline. So that is what I have for you, group number 2. Thank you so much for being here. If this resonated, please like, subscribe, and or comment below your situation. I would love to hear all about your experience and what you've been going through, and to connect as well. And if you would like a personal reading or a Reiki remote healing session, or even to check out my spiritual shop, I have some crystal meditation candles and other spiritual tools that will help you and assist you along your journey of evolution and awakening, which it sounds like you are definitely on. And so your group 2, you are definitely jumping on the timeline of developing deeper psychic gifts. So if you are looking for more of an explanation on what is physically coming into your world, what material is coming into your world, what will you see, what will you be able to touch and taste, then like I said, definitely feel inclined to guide you to group 1. So thank you so much, group number 2. Thank you for trusting your own intuition to lead you here. I am Carissa. This is Cosmic Connections, and you will see me in the next one. Goodbye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your timeline jumping pick a card reading. You have chosen the Sky Rainbow Sun card, and now I can explain this a little bit further. This is my charm that I got from a keychain, but it ended up breaking off from when I moved into the place that I'm living in now. So my indicator for that is that of either new opportunity, really. New aligned opportunity coming forth for you. So I'm feeling this may be either a new home or even a new job, career, or something that you do out in the world. And I wanted to take a minute because your light team, from the card, your indicator card that you chose, the Sky Rainbow Sun, your light team really wants me to emphasize the need and the desire for you to be who you are, to be you, to be authentic to who you are and what comes up and what comes through in your day-to-day life pertaining to who you are. So if you feel like one day you want to skip along the sidewalk, that's what I mean, to be authentic and true to who you are. That may seem like a weird and silly, simple example, but it's just the first thing that came through. Also, when I was connecting, as I do every single time I do a reading, with your light team, for them to be able to convey messages of light and love, healing and inspiration, for you to receive your highest timeline and experience your highest timeline. I heard the song Let the Sun Shine by the Fifth Dimension, and this was brought up in another reading, although I can't remember exactly which reading it was. If you are called to it, it will be shown on your feed by your light team. I've set the intention for that. But I heard that song, the Let the Sun Shine, and then I saw orange, like an orange, as my eyes were closed, just completely sunshine vibes and energy. You may be traveling to a warmer location for a job or a new home, or you may just be settling into this energy of like sunsets and new beginnings and possibilities and joy and happiness coming into your life. So it looks like this new era that you are going to step into as you jump into your new timeline is going to be very filled with bright light, sunshine, and divinity. So with all of that being said, let's keep it in mind and pull some tarot cards. This is the Wandering Star Tarot. I know that there is a major emphasis on you not being influenced by outside sources unless it resonates and feels good to you, and it is something that you can add to your being and to your essence rather than take away and masking who you are. Okay, this one for sure. It's like screaming at me. Oops, okay. But yeah, there's going to be a major emphasis during this next era, this next period of time, in you being you out in the world. You just being yourself. So if there are any blocks or fears or hesitancy to do something that you are called to do, okay, keep. This is your sign. This is advice and guidance directly from your light team and your higher self to try to put that fear down and to just be yourself. Because more times than not, people will actually love and enjoy the funny, silly, simple, childlike, energetic version of yourself. So I do like to pull these in order that they were, flip them in order that they were pulled. So just rearrange, and here we go. The Ace of Cups, I'm hearing flip it. So we've got beginnings, love, relationships. And I'm really feeling like, this isn't what the Ace of Cups usually means, but I am really feeling like this is a new emotional chapter within yourself, for yourself, of yourself. Like this is a new beginning of loving who you are, because you finally aren't afraid to share that with the world. And the Five of Cups, leaving, sorrow, loss. And I'm hearing flip that. So this is what is ending. I think that you may have gone through a period of time where you were kind of more focused on the fear or the scare or the whatever the reason is to not be yourself. Maybe you're very unique and individualistic and spontaneous and spunky, and you like to just do silly things like skipping along the sidewalk. That's probably why that came to mind. I'm feeling a lot of creative and Leo, childlike, fun burst of energy. And so maybe you've been a little bit more focused on all of this water spilling, all of the blocks, all of the fears and insecurities you have about being yourself, rather than these two cups that are upright. And so when I have a card where the energy was present in the past, but it's kind of negative and it's not really needed anymore, I like to leave it to the side as just a reminder. A reminder that, yes, we've been there, but we don't need to keep it as a focus of the reading. So, new emotional chapter of loving yourself and expressing yourself. The world, success, completion, reward. Okay, so definitely coming into, this is like the timeline jumping card, if you ask me. Or the Wheel of Fortune, honestly, especially together. So you're going to seriously be stepping into the world and shining who you are, sharing who you are, expressing who you are authentically. That is this new timeline jump. It's like you're going to jump into a new emotional state, which is going to allow you to not be so holding back of who you are and hidden and fearful and blocked. The 10 of Wands. So this is going to be going over here as well. Burden, demands, overload. So this may have been something that was just, you felt like this, like you felt like you were tied to this burning tree and you couldn't move and you couldn't go anywhere. You may have felt stuck, like, and that's the kind of emotion and feeling that you would feel when you're masking who you are and you're not being authentic to yourself. So no more of the loss and the sorrow and feeling bad for yourself and in hiding who you are. That's all here in the side as a gentle reminder to just not go there anymore. The Page of Swords, I'm hearing to flip this. We've got curiosity, intelligence, charm, ambition. So yeah, this new emotional chapter is really going to help you shine your light. I'm seeing and hearing that. This is almost like you on top of this mountain, or even maybe pyramid, or who knows, sand dune. And these outside sources I'm seeing two things. These outside sources trying to influence who you are and change who you are so you aren't living authentically. But also there's that aspect where you staying true and shining your light and deflecting all of this. But then there's also the aspect of this being your divinity coming through and your intuition and your gifts coming in and coming online, unlocked, and downloaded within your soul. So I am feeling like your timeline, you're jumping into a new timeline of, it's either going to be living in a new place, a new home, and really coming into who you are and embodying your higher self through this experience, or a new job or career position or opportunity. It could be, it doesn't have to be like being hired in by a company. It could be something that you create of your own volition, like you created a YouTube channel to help people learn how to cook, and it really took off. And now you're out there expressing who you are. Maybe you didn't ever think you could do something like this. You could be successful in this way, but it's looking like with this new emotional chapter and page starting, you are getting out into the world fearlessly on a new mental chapter where you're more like innocent okay, so you're more innocent and you're smart about it though. You're intelligent because you have curiosity, but you're not like, it's not like the energy of curiosity killed the cat. It's more of the energy of being intellectually curious. And you're going to be whatever, if this is a job or if this is a place that you're meeting new people, you're moving into a new home, you're going to be really charming to these people. You're gonna be like charming, I'm hearing charming the pants off of people. So people will really be attracted to you and they will see you as intellectually curious, intelligent, and ambitious, which is going to be the charming factor that really calls these people into you. So this may be work or this may be a new location where you're living, but it's looking like you are going out into the world expressing who you truly are authentically, and it is really calling in, I'm hearing even maybe your soul family, new friends, new beginnings. And that's exactly what the Fool card is about. Purity, potential, risk, innocence, desire. This is the energy that you are going to actually step into this timeline, step onto this new timeline, just like the Fool. And this Fool card is really interesting. We pulled it reversed, but I did feel that it's going to be upright for the energy of this reading. But if you look, I was noticing this card a couple days ago. If you look at this card reversed, doesn't this person almost look like broken? Like their arms, the way their arms and legs are, they almost look like incapacitated, not able to walk on their own, and like injured and broken. But if you flip this, which is how it came up, so you may have felt that way in the past, unable to move forward, unable to take that leap, unable to take that step forward. But as you flipped your mental state and your emotional state, you step into the energy of the Fool, which is a really beautiful energy. It's an energy of purity, potential, risk, and innocence and desire. So going after your desire, whether that be a new home or a new career or job or something you create for yourself, a new community, stepping into it, as you flip the energy, doesn't she look so lighthearted and delicate? Isn't that interesting how different? Like it's broken. And then just drifting, delicate, lighthearted, into the unknown. And that is this is the image of you and your timeline jumping into the unknown. And this is going to be like, the Fool is like you doing something new, doing something for the first time, but being so authentically you about it. being so true to yourself about it. And the Nine of Wands, support, boundaries, strength. So let's just come back to that one for a second, see what these other ones are. We've got Justice. I'm hearing to reverse this. And the Hermit. I'm keeping that. Okay, so the Hermit wants to speak first. We're keeping this actually reversed. I can feel healing, solitude, and inner work. So I feel like you've already been through this period of major healing. I was feeling like there may be some sort of karmic energy here, but I don't feel called to like go into that too much. Just know that any of the healing and inner work that you've been doing is for a good reason, and it is going to get you into this position of seeing the world and expressing yourself to the world. And so this Nine of Wands is coming through just to signify that and indicate that you may have not felt a strong sense of support when it comes to this, who you are. You may have not been supported throughout your life. You may have felt like you always had to have these barriers up and these blocks and this form of protection, this as a weapon to protect yourself, and this as a shelter to run and hide behind if you are being attacked or harmed, or if negativity or psychic attack is being put onto you. And so you may have just had a lot of people not like outwardly not be very supportive of you, or you may have been able to sense or feel this, because I can tell that you are slightly intuitive. So you may have just been able to pick up on this energy, and this may have like blocked you or made you resistant to do whatever this is or be whatever this is. And so this is going to be your Justice era, and I will link my the Scales of Justice reading that I just am about to post, I believe Wednesday. I will link that below because I feel like it's definitely going to be called. I don't pull the Justice card a lot, especially from this deck, so it seems prevalent that that reading is tied to this, and your keywords are balance and equality. So this is going to be an era of balance and equality where you finally receive the thing that you have been desiring. So if that is a new form of income, a new job, a new place to be and live and experience, you're going to be receiving that as you timeline jump into this next era of your life. And this is going to feel like justice. It's going to feel like the gavel has been banged by the judge and you received everything that you were desiring. And a lot of that emotional fulfillment is actually going to come through you just being yourself out in the world. So I did feel called. I used the same decks for all of the readings, but I did feel called to end yours with a Pleiadian card or two, because I feel like some of you may be Starseeds, but we're going to touch first base with the angels. This is the angel wisdom cards. Angels and fairies and unicorns, and then we're going to get some Pleiadian cards. There is a major emphasis, though, on you just letting go of your blocks and your boundaries. And I know that growing up as children, we learn to create boundaries to protect ourselves, and we have to do this. It's essential and necessary for us to survive sometimes. But I don't feel like you're in that energy anymore. So you're just being encouraged to let it go and just do this like one step and one day at a time. Don't just jump into the freezing cold lake. Put your toe in first, put your foot in, put your leg in, go up to the knee, Take your baby steps so that you're comfortable, because desensitization is one of the best ways to ease into being your authentic self around other people. I know this from major experience. This is the Indigo deck, Oracle deck. Okay. And now the Oracle of the Unicorns. I left my windows open so we could hear some of the nature sounds, because spring is arising and I thought it would be beautiful for this reading. So just ignore anything that you may hear of anyone talking, walking by. All right, so we're gonna begin with the angel cards. We've got, you are safe and you are not alone. So your light team understands how difficult this may have been for you, how much of a process this may continue to be for you. They understand how this is not an easy feat, I'm hearing, to just go and be yourself. And I understand that. I have a lot of kind of like my crux resolves around being my silly, authentic self around people. But just know that you're deeply supported and you're not alone in this process. If you ever need help or want assistance, all you have to do is ask your light team to just be there. And I like to take it a step further. Instead of asking for help, I like to thank them with gratitude for help, because that allows you to be able to receive what you're looking for, the help, the assistance, the guidance that you're looking for, because you're not putting an energy out of not having it, a lack energy. You're putting an energy out of gratitude for already receiving in advance the help and assistance that you may desire. So they just want you to know that you're not alone in this, and they have seen all of your efforts. They have seen all of this inner healing. Where is that? Where did that go? Inner work. They have seen all of this inner work and healing you've done in solitude. And so you don't need to be in solitude anymore. It is time for you to get out and express yourself to the world. And I did feel called from the beginning, and it's coming up again, so I'm going to say it. I did a rainbow reading. If you're drawn to or are seeing rainbows out in the world, it doesn't have to be actually in the sky. It can be like on a bumper sticker or, you know, a flag that someone has in their yard or something like that. If you're seeing rainbows, I will tag that reading because there is a meaning to that, and it is a sign from your guides, your light team. But just know, moving forward, as you step into this new timeline and you jump onto this new moving disc that is going to take you to your highest, greatest point of happiness along this journey, just know you're safe, but you're also not alone. So if you are looking for assistance or guidance or help, just thank them for it. Let them know what you would like and thank them for that help and assistance. Rejuvenation. Take time to rest and recharge your batteries. So I feel like this card is coming through to just let you know that when you got the world card, you've got the world card. The world is pretty big. There's like almost 8 billion people on this earth. So you're going to be seen. You're going to be seen. And that's going to, of course, now this may be in your work. This may be, you may be doing something publicly online in your work, or you may be, like I said, finding a new home and meeting new people, and you will be seen in that way. You may be starting a new career or a new job or a new opportunity where you are seen. But when you have the world card, it usually talks about a pretty grand scale of being seen. So just know that it's going to be important for you to rest and recharge. Whatever you're doing, if you're expressing something or sharing something, or if you're just moving into a new home, it's going to be important for you to enjoy those moments of reprieve and those moments of just being in your home, if that's what it is for you, just being there and enjoying and resting and taking pride in, like a positive divine pride, not a ego pride, but respect for yourself and appreciation for yourself for getting you here and taking those times and those moments to really appreciate that you're here. If you're starting a new job or a career or opportunity, taking the time to appreciate all the skills and all of the knowledge you have obtained and picked up and taken with you to be able to be in this position, to be able to do this thing. So just remember to take breaks and rest, and to also appreciate how far you've come. Angel of Wealth. Financial flow comes easy to you. Wow, okay, so this took a little bit of a turn. It looks like this move in location or this change and shift in job or opportunity is going to bring you some abundance. And this is one of my favorite abundance cards. She almost looks a little bit like Ariel. Let me just close my window because it's getting a little loud. Okay, if you hear any mini voices, that is my son. He is home today, not feeling the best, so we're just gonna continue on. So yes, I love this card. This card reminds me a little bit of Ariel almost, and I love the abundance that is shown. It's pouring from her, it's radiating from her, around, above, through, everywhere. So she is in a position where she's really, whatever you're doing, if it's a new job or even a new home, maybe you're going to be moving somewhere where you're able to save a little bit more money, or you're able to find a new opportunity that's going to bring you more money in because of where you moved to. Or maybe your new job that you're starting is going to just provide a pay raise, or it's going to, maybe you will obtain like a new car or even a new home or some sort of physical manifestation through this new job or this new home. You may be obtaining abundance or physical manifestations or wealth itself. So abundance can come in many different forms, but this actually says wealth, angel of wealth. So it looks like you're going to be pretty prosperous in this next era. And so let's see what the unicorns are going to bring forth. Maybe we can get a little clarifier on this wealth, what it's going to look like, where it's going to come from. Receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. Interesting. Friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. So you are doing something. It's definitely a new home or a new career where you're meeting people. You're connecting with the right people, the divine connections, soul family connections, spiritual connections. You're finding those friendships that are true and deep. Look how this rabbit is sitting on this horse. How likely is it really that you would see a rabbit and a horse being friends like that? It's not. But in this card, it's possible because that's a divine connection. And that's what I'm talking about, is you're going to be finding and making those divine connections that are going to bring in this wealth for you. So you may be sharing something if you move to a new location with the people that you meet, and you never know what could come from a conversation. You never know what could lead to your wealth. You never know who knows who and could connect you with another person or opportunity that can bring in major wealth for you. And so they just want you to be open to receiving this. Just be aware and open to the idea that this is meant for you. It is possible. And side note, I love her hair color. But it is meant for you. It's possible. And not only are you expressing, it's like all you have to do is just go be yourself. And then all of the friendship and all of the income, the wealth, the abundance, the material things that you desire are coming to you. You just have to be yourself. You've been holding back, and that was okay and necessary in your past. Sorry if you can hear my son talking. That was okay in the past, but you can't hold back anymore. And that was what the rainbow reading I'm being called again to was. It was about, it is time for you to shine. No more holding back. So that's what you're moving into, is an era of just being yourself every day and not doing like that thing where you're like, oh, I can't do this thing because this person's here, or I can't say that because they might think I'm weird. Just do it. Just do the thing, be the thing, say the thing. And all the abundance, whatever that may be for you, specifically income, money, wealth, because we've got this card, and I do not pull this card a lot, so definitely money will be coming to you by you being yourself, but also an abundance of just joy and happiness and great experiences and opportunities. Okay. So we've got this card. We're going to be pulling one more Pleiadian card, and then I feel like your reading will be complete. I did not do a Pleiadian card for group 1 and 2 because I didn't feel it, but when I was connecting with your energy, I saw this deck and I really felt like you may be a part of the Starseed family. If you don't know what a Starseed is, it is an incarnated soul that's usually an ancient old soul that incarnates to Earth to help raise the vibration of the planet and its living beings on it. So if that resonates with you, if you feel like you're different from others, which it seems like from this reading is pretty prevalent, I will link that below and you can check out if you resonate and feel like you align with any of that information. Galactic core, and this just came up in one of my last readings when I used this deck. So this is indicating literally what I just said. You are a starseed. That's why you're different, and that's why you're unique to others, and that's why you've always felt like you stood out. Whether that be in a positive or negative way, it is a positive thing, but you may have had experiences in your life where it didn't feel so positive. So this is reminding you that your core, your essence, your being, your soul is not actually from Earth. It's from well, it could be from many different, places, because there's so many people drawn to this reading, but you are a galactic soul that chose to come to Earth to improve its state, to raise its consciousness and its vibration. And so that's why you felt so different. And this is just confirmation that you are a rainbow. And so feeling that, calling to that rainbow reading again, you are a rainbow soul. You have a rainbow energy in you, and you are meant to come here and shine your rainbow light. And so sometimes that will trigger people. And so that's where this energy has probably played in. You may have triggered people with your light and your vibrancy and your creativity and your love. So just moving forward, just know that you don't have to hold on to that anymore. That's why we put these cards to the side. You are connected in many ways, more than just being on this earth. You're connected to interplanetary beings of light and the essence of divine source light. So when it comes to feeling bad about who you are and holding back, there is no more of that. Moving forward, this timeline jump has to ensue you jumping onto the timeline and leaving this in the past, leaving it behind, leaving the baggage behind. Star family, that's exactly what we're talking about. So yeah, you are definitely in that starseed category, and you have, I will do a starseed reading eventually. I've been very excited to do so, but you have a family not on this earth that truly loves you and cares for you and is supporting you and wants you to know that you're safe and you're not alone. So if you're very drawn to the stars and the cosmos and like the planetary alignments and how they can affect us, then that's further confirmation of being a starseed. And you are just being guided to follow your soul, follow your heart, and moving forward, you will step into and unlock this abundance and share it with the world. And so just continue to shine your light. Moving forward, continue to shine your light without fear, without hesitancy, without any blocks or judgment by yourself, and releasing anything that anyone else has put upon you. I'm very excited for you to move into this new era. If you would like to book a personal reading or remote Reiki healing session, or check out my spiritual shop, I have some crystal meditation candles that you can purchase and other spiritual tools that will help you and assist you along your journey. And if you appreciated this video, if it resonated, please like, subscribe, and or comment below your situation. I would love to hear all about your story and where you feel this reading is going to take you, this timeline jump is going to take you moving forward. Thank you so much, group number 1. I am Carissa. This is Cosmic Connections, and you will see me in the next one. Goodbye.